Hello. You know, what kind of art would you make if you had a very limited palette chosen at random? I guess we're gonna find out today. Let's do it. Okie dokie, I've got my sketchbook. I've got my sketch supplies pouch, and I've got an assortment of markers. Guess what else I have? Vacation brain. And I need something to bring me back to my norm. And I always go for challenges that I'm comfy with whenever my brain just needs a little bit of a reset. So today we're going to do the 3 marker challenge. Again, I went ahead and just grabbed the markers that OHUHU had sent me. We're just going to pick out of here and see what kind of character we can come up with, I suppose. I'm excited, so I should probably open my sketchbook if I want to do anything at all. Okay. Beautiful, nice clean pages, I tell you what. You know what the first thing is whenever you are doing a random palette challenge is to pick your random colors. So I am going to go ahead and draw 3 random colors out of this bag.
Can I pick one? Or all of them?
Yeah, go ahead and pick them for me. Okay, HP is gonna pick them. Okay.
I'm also gonna do it blind.
Okay, go. Whenever you pick one, let me know, and then I'll...
There's one.
Okay, and I'm gonna swish it around.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's another one.
Switch it around again.
Here's the last one. Those are great!
Okay, you did a great job. Those are lovely colors together.
Might be a little too close on the blue.
Well, that's just fine because I'm still going to do an underpainting. So that'll help bring them all together and give us a little bit of a difference. Those are beautiful. I'm so excited. Okay, here they are. What do we do with you? We swatch. That's the first thing we do. Let's go ahead and do exactly what I just said and swatch them. This looks like the darkest one to me. PB6 Royal Blue. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited because these are brand new markers too, so they're going to feel crispy. Lovely. We'll swatch them and then we'll also see what kind of mixing we can do just to see what all of the colors are at our disposal, you know? Next, we'll go ahead and do this lighter blue. What are you? Oh. It's PB7. This is literally its counterpart, really, but vastly different, which we love to see. Pastel blue. Lastly, what do we have here? I believe that is glass green. Is it supposed to be glass green? Both sides say glass. So this is not grass green. It is glass green. And then our little underpainting, which is my normal color, just in case we do want to use that, which I do. Okay, let's do a little bit of playing around. I think these blues are going to be the easiest to mix and get a good gradient. Maybe. That's pretty. It reminds me of water. And I think the blue and the green will be next. The light blue. I have a feeling I'm gonna really like this. Yeah, that's really pretty. Now, as far as the dark blue to the light green goes, I think that this lighter blue would be a good in-between to kind of marry the two. So I want to try that too with a little 3-color gradient. It's just this dark blue that's kind of hard to get it to melt. I mean, it's not the smoothest, but you get the idea, I think. That color palette is very nice. I like it a lot. Get out my little sketchers here. I'm gonna sketch with regular pencil today again because I really like how that cupcake turned out from the last video. I think that I could probably use this pencil just to kind of jot down some ideas and what these make me think of, I guess. So water, ocean, pond makes me think of aquatic life. As far as mood, it makes me feel clean and happy. So I'm just gonna write that down. Maybe even relaxed, kind of spa-like. I think of lily pads and waterfalls. That kind of goes with the aquatic thing. Ooh, I already want to get to sketching. I immediately just started thinking about a scene of kind of like a little pond outcropping sort of thing with a waterfall that comes down in the back like that, with maybe little bushes and trees and things, maybe some vines, bushes around the bank, and kind of growing up over the waterfall. And then what if stick with me here, what if there was a little lily pad right here? Well, I say little, we're gonna say a very large lily pad with a cat sitting on it, but the cat has a frog suit on, or like a frog hat. Oh, or like a frog backpack. I don't know, just something frog like. That could be really cute. Maybe little eyes on the side. I don't know. That's a cat frog, I guess. Cat frog. Alone in the world is a little cat frog. Like she's blending in. Your little sprigs of green here and there. That could be cute, but where would the colors go? I feel like, okay, so obviously green would go on the green bits. And then we could do the lighter blue down here where the water is. And even do some like darker blue where it's deeper. And then all of this would be blue. And then a little green for like the reflection of the plants in the water up top, and maybe a little bit down here. I do wonder, because we didn't really layer. So let me see. We'll do 3 little swatches of each color. I do want to see how these layer with our underpainting color too. And we'll just fill it out like a grid. So up here, we're just gonna go ahead and do dark blue all the way across and see what colors we get. Great. Take the green and do the same thing. And then the light blue, and then our underpainting. Not a whole lot going on except this guy is just disappearing. This blue didn't really change a whole lot at all. Either did the green. The light blue changed the most with the underpainting for sure. And this looks a little more swampy. So, oh, did I do 2 on here? I don't remember. Meh, who cares? I just don't want to go with the very first thing that I drew, even though I love it. I could go with this and like make him an adventuring cat. And like he's using the lily pad as a boat to get to the waterfall. Ooh, maybe he has a little walking stick. Maybe. Let me try a different layout because I really like that idea and now that's all I can think of. So yeah. We can even put like blue flowers and stuff over here. I forgot the vines. I liked the vines. I did like the greenery coming up out of the corner too. Maybe do a few smaller lily pads in the water. Maybe do some water spray with the waterfall. We could even peel back this piece right here and make this like sand, like a little sand bank over here. Still have the mega lily pad here. What if I drew the cat standing? I don't like that as much. I like the cat in the frog costume. So what would that look like? What would it look like if the cat was wearing a frog hood? I think it would come around like this. What if I made it a little bit looser so it wasn't like right up against her? Almost like a poncho or a hoodie, maybe? Maybe it's not a frog costume. Maybe it's just green. I don't know. She's doing it so that she doesn't get wet. And then maybe it just has like a little cape that comes off of it, kind of like Little Red Riding Hood with a little bow. Not that, well, I don't know. You might be able to see the bow whenever I'm done. Get the little bean body in here. Yeah, that's pretty cute. I like that. And we can kind of block in some colors and see what happens. I definitely want the poncho itself to be green. It kind of looks like she found a leaf or something somewhere. Do we use the underpainting color for our cat's color? You could do white with like just little spots, maybe. It's pretty stinking cute. Gosh, I am just not the most comfortable drawing animals. Maybe I should do a study sometime soon. She kind of reminds me of like a rag doll. She's really cute. Yeah, Yeah, I like that. And also, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say that using colored pencils is not cheating because it isn't. Gubba gubba, gubba grub. I definitely like this composition more than this. It just feels more correct, I guess. It's just more interesting to look at. Is it because it's colored and this one isn't? I don't know. This looks kind of generic and this one is just a little more cutesy. I also like the cat sitting down because it's more of like a cat adventurer instead of like an anthropomorphic version of a cat. You know, I like this. It's good. Look at it. Boop, boop. I do want her to kind of look surprised too, so I wonder if I can just try to do like a little cat expression thing down here. I don't know, we'll see. Whenever I draw cats, especially their heads, I draw something that looks kind of like you're drawing an eyeball because I like it whenever their little fur comes out to the side like this, all cute. And so I make that the fur, and then this is where I know where the face is gonna go. These triangles on the side where they actually connect is what I use to gauge where the ears need to be. So I just kind of bring them up like that and then shape out the ears and it just fits perfect. So really the only thing that we're working on is this, because these are just like little fur flaps. I want her eyes to be big. And what if I brought her nose down here so I can make her eyes a bit bigger without looking creepy? Well, that looks creepy. Kind of looks like a bird. That kind of looks like she's in awe a little bit. Okay, let's do it bigger. Already? I feel like I haven't been drawing for a very long time, but when you run with the first idea you got, I guess this is kind of the situation you get yourself in, you know? What does it look like with the blue on her eyes down here? Oh, she's so cute. And then we could do like the shadow up top and maybe even her pupil with the dark blue. Okay, that's kind of cute. Put a little dot. Yeah, that just like comes to life. I love that. Let's see if I can really make my squirrel brain happy. Put her colors on and see. Yeah, I guess that's it for the face. All right, well, I did nothing for my squirrel brain. I hope you guys don't mind a messy desk, because if you do, you are in the wrong place. So we can draw it to where the greenery is like popping out of the border, so it kind of just looks a little bit more interesting. I guess I should do the waterfall. I think I'm not gonna make it to where you can see the top of the waterfall. I think I'm gonna have it just pouring from the top of our little box. We'll have some water spray here. You'll definitely be able to tell it's a waterfall. I think. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Greenery, bushes, hanging vines here. More greenery laying in the water. And I think I do want to do multiple lily pads, but we'll keep the biggest one right here. Look like little fortune cookies. Or flattened Pac-Man. Waka 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 waka. Do I still want the beach over here? I might. We'll see. I'll keep that in mind. I won't draw any plants there per se, so that it's like a little clearing maybe. The thing is that I don't know how I'm going to get all these green variants in here to where it doesn't look flat. But I'll figure it out. Try not to think too much about what kind of plants these are either. Just blobbing. I also guess they don't all have to be green. I mean, I can do some blue gradients in here too, as long as it's kind of far away from the water, I think. Oh my gosh, I do digital art too much. I really wanted to focus on this area so that I could draw the cat, and I literally went like this. All right. That doesn't work on a sketchbook. Well, not this kind of sketchbook anyway. Let me see if I can get this cat in here. I had to move the lily pad a little bit for it to make sense, so I'm gonna have to figure that back out. But she's on there for sure. I say we lighten it and see what happens. So I have the underpainting done. I think that's all I want to do. You want to see it? Here it is. Here's the underpainting so far. And I think it already brings a lot of life to it. And now for the coloring, I guess. Oy, I'm nervous. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice, but even my Clippy matches our little color palette. It's the little things that make my heart happy. So I'm gonna do the cat first because I want her to stand out the most, and really the underpainting for her color spots is already done. Like her coloring is done except for her eyes and her little poncho. So okay, eyeballs. Here, you want to actually be able to see what I'm doing? Here you go. There we go. Better. Oh, my hands are massive. Woo! One thing is for sure, if I did not have these new nibs, there ain't no way I'd be able to draw this small. Okay, I think I want to do water now. I love using waters. Wow. I love using markers for water because I feel like you can really get the flow of the water, you know? The same reason why I love doing hair with markers. Can I get away with doing some of the dark blue where the shadows would be? But maybe try to zhuzh it out just a little bit. The green help. That blue is so pretty. As far as the greenery goes, I think it's pretty much just straightforward. Blobbing it on here. Do I just color in? Ooh, that kind of looks mossy a little bit. Maybe do the same thing over here. Kind of fill it in a bit. Then go back through and do textures. Trying to get a little more contrast in the waterfall. Maybe I can make this pool look a little darker. Give a little more contrast to our kitty. Maybe some blue flowers in here. Maybe like little tropical looking bits. For the line art, I am just going to use my colored pencils. Oh, we can zoom back out now. Ooh. Okay, let's get in here for the kitty. I think it's also important to note that whenever I'm using colored pencils, I'm only using it for the line art. So that's why I give myself a little extra leeway. And I think it's fine. Look at her in her cute little poncho. She's so cute. I love it. I always feel like my pieces without a little bit of line art just get lost, which I believe is user error. It's just something that I need to work on with my contrasts and stuff. Now this, I can't really help that because we're doing a challenge. So if I use this for the line art, at least it does make it pop a little bit more. And I'm using the same amount of colors with my colored pencils as I would with the markers. So I'm only using 3 different colors. I've already used one. Here's my second one. So I gotta rein it in a little bit, be very choosy with my next one. I only want some of the bits in the background to be kind of in focus, so I'm just kind of picking and choosing where I am putting line art because I do want it to be mostly focused on our little kitty friend, but I want you to be able to tell that these are plants in the background too, you know? I think the next color needs to be a blue, but do I want a light blue or a dark blue? I feel like dark blue is the correct answer. Who are you? What are you? You're very brivant. Brivant? That's a new word. Okay. Vibrant and bright. Brivant. I do want to do some water sprays. So I'm just going to take my white gel pen and just zhuzh it around a bit. Whenever I do stuff like this, I like to use my finger to kind of, I don't know, smush it around, I guess. And then maybe we can put a couple little twinklies in the water down here. Just like where the light is catching. Now I'm just going back through with the green marker to see if I can add a little bit more depth now that this is dry. Okie dokie, artichokes, it is finished. Here is our beautiful baby on her little journey down the river. Ah, I think it turned out so stinking cute. Whoop. wrong way. There we go. I know that I went with the first idea, but sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the first idea is the best idea. And if you can't get it out of your head, get it on paper. You will feel so much better and you can move on to other ideas if you want to. But guess what? I didn't want to. So this was super fun. As always, I have left a little bit of blank space here so that I can fill this up on my own time and have something new to show you guys once we do our sketchbook tour of this sketchbook. Also, I've realized that I occasionally tell you guys some things about me, and sometimes I get questions about me, and I figure we can go ahead and just use the comments of this video to gather some questions you may have, and kind of like a AMA, ask me anything kind of style. And in the next video, I will answer as many as I can. I think it would just be a really fun way for me to be able to tell you a little bit more about myself, and it actually be what you want to know. That's it for today's video. I hope you had a blast. If you doodled along with me, please post your creations on Instagram and tag me at @xsirensketches. I would love to see anything that you create. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a whole bunch. And until I see you next week, don't forget to be kind to yourself.